Hey everybody, it's Andy from the SA Survival. This video is about us sorting out all the stuff that we needed to formally pack in the right place, get the truck sorted out, make sure everything worked, and install everything as a dry run. So I hope you enjoy this video. So this is just some of the stuff that we've got to put into the right tote boxes, scale it back, and get it into the truck. Now, there is way too much here. We know that it is going to get smaller. The downside is we're not sure what we're going to cut yet. Hence the reason why we have a pickup truck. No, realistically, this tote box is just storage. This will get compressed. First aid bag, Bella's bag, dry food, dog food, wine, MREs, liquid cooler. So this is going to be our drinks, milk, etc. And then right there we have the, it's going to focus right there, the 65DZ. That's going to go into the truck. And this is going to be wet weather gear, boots, shoes, jackets. So yeah, going to bring that out and we're going to play Tetras. The Trasharoo is splitting. It's split right there. It's already split on the inside around the zips. You can see the wear marks where the patches are here. Some tape right there. So we're actually going to cut this lid clean off. We're going to salvage these buckles, and Sandra is going to replace the lid for me. This is an outdoor umbrella cover, and we're going to replace it on top of the Trasharoo. It is double thickness, so we will be able to put a zipper and replicate the zipper that's in the Trasharoo, because inside of here we normally have our garbage bags, our block to adjust the tire so that the trailer is level. You can see how long it is, but we will trim this off and we will put the buckles back on, double stitch the edge here, fold it back over, and then we can stitch it all back to the lid, because the body of the Trasharoo is good. I think it's because of the wind, the rain, the ultraviolet. A little bit disappointed in the lid, to be honest with you, wearing out as fast as it has for the price that we pay, considering everybody else has them. I know they should be on the back of your truck. This is actually on our spare wheel on the trailer, which is on the front of the trailer. So is it the elements? I don't know. But we're going to replace it so we can still keep the body of the bag. The Trasharoo got fixed. You can see my attempt at sewing with the sewing machine down here. And Sandra, we even got the Trasharoo badge back on there. But we repaired the Trasharoo because it was falling apart. Basically, we cut the green lid off right there and we stitched the new lid on. We mounted the buckles back where they needed to be, and we still have the use of the zipper. Nothing happened to the zipper, so we unpicked it and stitched it back on. So this is just some of the gear that we are taking with us. Now, 2 jerry cans. The first jerry can there is going to be our river water. That is going to be for our showers, so clean river water for showering. The other jerry can there is our fresh water backup. That's going to give us 20 liters. And also, I'm not sure if you will be able to see it from here, there's the top of a 10 liter on the back of the trailer. Those two are backup jerry cans because we have 40 liters on board the trailer, so that's just in case we get caught out. The Milwaukee tire inflator, our tire deflator. The box we're taking with us, that's going to have the Milwaukee battery charger, the DeWalt battery charger, a drill and an impact gun with some sockets and drills, and what's the other thing that's in there? Let's have a look, I can't remember. So the two drills, charger, spare battery, drills, oh, and like screwdriver bits just down in here. And that is just in case we need anything fixing on the road. We have the max coupler hitch. This is a homemade anti-rattle for the hitch, because when this is in, it rattles around, so that's what that's there for. We have the Weber barbecue right here, and we also have a fire pit. And then we have the solar panel, the foldable solar panel. So we're going to take 100 watts folded. We have 80 watts on the roof, and I have 100 watts on the top of the truck. Firing is purely because we decided we're not going to take wood with us, and we're not taking the potbelly stove. We will take a 20-pound tank. We have the toilet. We have a backup 8-pound tank, and then this is the 10-pound that's connected to the trailer. That is a backup just in case we go through those 8 pounds. This is our bugs preparation, so mosquito candles basically. We have the Gerber saw right in here, and this is our folding table. We also have our mosquito screen which we bought. That's a 60-second pop-up mosquito tent. Our 2 chairs that we're taking, they will be, as they are, uncovered. And then as you can see here, we have our folding table and these foam Lego bricks. That will be for the shower, so that we can stand on when we're having a shower and then step onto a dryish one afterwards, so that we're not going to hurt our feet. That's just some of the stuff that we are taking with us. Let's have a quick look at Fred 2.0. And there is Fred 2.0. We've added a canopy. We added General Tire X3 tires. And these things are amazing. I will review them a little bit later. As you can see, I'm not sure, wrong tire. Let's go to a front tire. If you can see any better here. But these tires, the sidewalls, these are the 10 plies, these are E-rated. Grabber X3s. Where are we? Plies 3, 2, 2, and 3 in the sidewall. So 3, 5, 7 on the tire itself, and 3 in the sidewall. And they are an M&S, so they're not snow rated. The 275 65 20, so I've gone up 10 from the stock 55. And the load rating, if you can see that there, is E-rate. Again, the tread on these things are monstrous. It's taken me a bit of getting used to because I'm not used to a knobby tire. They do rumble, which I'm okay with. The lights I just left are 2 cube fogs, 2 cube rigid high beams. I've added a stone deflector to the front. We have our ham radio antenna. We have the battery DC-DC charger in there. We haven't quite finished it inside of the truck yet. We went with a canopy this time because we wanted to try something different and be a little bit more aerodynamic. It is a Lear canopy, I did mount the max tracks in, if it'll let me focus on that. Put the max tracks in the roof. There's 2 sets of 2, and then we put our stadium chairs up in here as well. That's not quite fixed yet. Breakdown recovery box, that's for this one here. Strap box, tarp box, we have our shovel, we have our pickaxe, and we have a machete just in case. Straps on both sides for our fuel, and a fire extinguisher. And stuff in our living room is going to be tetrased, shall we say, inside of here. The other advantage is that the height that we have right now, we can actually add a little bit more, and the plan is not to overtake equipment with us or overpack. We just wanted to pack something that just needs to be a little bit higher than where the tonneau cover would have been. And yeah. So the truck is coming along. It is a little bit taller, having the tires being a 65 profile over a 55, but we're looking forward to that. We shouldn't have a problem. We changed the spare out as well, and we're running a it's a 20-inch equivalent on an 18-inch rim KO2. So that's a D-rated, no it's not, it's actually an E-rated KO2, so we have a backup for the gravel roads. Downside is the trailer is running 15-inch C-rated ATX grabber tires, but for 15-inch I didn't want to change up the rim and tires at this time, and we'll see what happens. We're probably going to run 27 rear of the truck, 25 front, and 25 on the trailer as and when we need to when we're on the gravel roads. Other than that, I'm running 38 all round on the truck and 35 on the trailer. So tarmac, paved roads will run those pressures. So we managed to glue with polyurethane the solar panel to the top of the canopy. Yes, it is glued under here. It just slid a little bit with the weight on there, but it is sealed all the way around. As you can see, it sort of slid sideways, and on the top it actually came down, and that's why this looks, but when you look at it, you can't lift that. It's solid. So yeah, quite happy with that. And that is the solar panel that is on the roof of the truck. It's 100 watt, it's flexible. I did it purely for wind resistance. There is nothing you can do about the resistor pack at the front there or the cabling, so it doesn't seem to have affected me with any extra mileage or fuel miles per gallon. So that is our 100 watt panel on the roof. That will keep the DC-DC and the auxiliary battery charged as and when we need it. The idea behind that is going to be the fact that we have about 20 hours of sunlight when we're up there. So yeah, so we'll be testing this out, making sure it's okay. Right now I've had it in full sun, it was kicking out 3 amps into the battery, but the battery was fairly full, so it was accepting what it needed. So just a quick update, I added this bracket, and there's another one right in there. I recycled or repurposed the Gator mud flap brackets. Sandra came up with a great idea to store stuff for less hassle. This is a top that will actually fit. There's a rod that will fit between here and 2 hooks, and it will give us a top if we detach or if we want to cook. So that's this top here. We then have a squeegee, as you can see there, to reach the windshield for when we're traveling, because we're expecting a ton of bugs. And then we added a bracket, an L bracket right there. Sandra again came up with these great ideas of using the clamps for the canopy, and we put the L bracket on the top. We did the same over here, another L bracket and another L bracket, and we put styrofoam on them to stop anything from scratching, banging and wearing. And then I put, I think there's 4 poles in here, and they're just additional adjustable poles. And again, we're utilizing the sides of the canopy, which was actually useless because of the angle of the window going from the roof down to the side, and nothing would stay there. So we've utilized them by, again, attaching them to the mounting points, and this works well. In the roof, I moved the tracks rearwards, so they were here, and I've moved, left one there, I've moved another one there, and then we added our stadium chairs. Now the stadium chairs are for the tailgate of the truck, so we could just have lunch if we choose to without having to get all the chairs out. So that is the idea there. So I've modified it again because I wasn't quite happy with having the recovery boards right that close to the tailgate, because we might not use them, but we will use these chairs. So this is fog lights, low beam, high beam. Low beam, fog lights. So this is a video going down our alley. Low beams on, fog lights on, fog lights off, high beams on. Not too sure about them yet. It's not quite dark enough, but so that is just low beams. That is high beams. That is high beams as well as my rigid high beams. They are wired together. This is the auxiliary fog lights I have on, and the fog lights of Fred 2.0. So if we look down there, you can't really see too far into that hole of blackness. We put that on, see a little bit more. It's confirmed. I'm packed and ready to go. The Tetras plan worked. That's going to be our drinks cooler. So liquids, boots, rain gear, mosquito tent, gas can, 2 chairs, strapped to stop bouncing. Big bag, big box of chips, styrofoam pads for shower. The table is just behind there. First aid kit. Tote right there is for dry and backup food, as in what we couldn't fit in the trailer. That's going to be spare food to help travel the distance without having to keep refueling with food every day. Barbecue, firing, and boil in the bag food, more for emergencies. Then we have a jug of shower water. This is fresh right now, but that will be for any river water that's clean. And I think there's one, yeah, right there. And that is our backup fresh water. So that's a spare 20 litres. So this is our shower head sprayer and the hose that connects the trailer to this jerry can. just goes inside the main spigot to draw all the water out of there for our shower rather than take from our fresh. The cooler, first aid kit, spare clothes box, fuel can, and the top, Kelty top right there, because I didn't mount the awning on the truck, but I do have an awning on the trailer. The squeegee, and then we have the stadium chairs, the element ramps, recovery boards. I think so far that is it. Maybe something going on top of the fridge, but we're not sure. I have to wait for Sandra to come home and figure that out. But other than that, we are good. So there you have it. We are packed and ready to go. That was just a trial run pack. It was a tetras thing for me to deal with because I wanted to make sure that we could get everything into the truck. It looks like it was a good idea to buy that canopy because it seems to have gone a little bit higher than I anticipated. But again, if we didn't take what we were taking, we would be short. Like, we'd have to take a smaller barbecue, not take the fire ring, and maybe get rid of that black box that's got some of our spare clothes in it. It can be done, obviously, but it's just getting the canopy has added a little bit more comfort for us. And yeah, so we don't leave just yet. We will be leaving this week. But stay tuned for more adventures on our Alaska trip. Survive to be alive.